Are there any players with NBA experience who are hot in the G League now?
Yeah, absolutely. I've got a spreadsheet with 4 names to start with.
Any forwards?
At least 3.
Reliable shooters?
Yeah, around 40% career, low volume.
Nice. Send me their names.
And stand talking about this matchup for a second. When it comes to moving the ball, these two teams have to be considered two of the very best at it.
Couldn't agree more, Kevin. Both of these groups, very selfless. Got to give a lot of credit to these coaching staffs for getting their guys to buy in on a team-first mentality. That makes for some tremendous team chemistry. And by the way, it wins a lot of games, too.
And now... the Golden State Warriors starters. Miles Bridges is out there with Knipple. Then there's Miles McBride. Then it's Khalil Ware. And it's Edwards in at the 2. Let's throw it over to Allie, who has a report on MP.
Tonight, MP goes up against Nikola Jokic, who's won multiple MVPs, and he's gunning for another. I asked MP, how can you stand out as the more valuable player to your team? MP said, win the game. Joker's going to be Joker. He's going to do what he does, but at the end of the day, it's all about that dub.
It's always got to be wins. Hard to argue with his logic there. And we thank you for the report. Golden State has come out of the gates quickly. Hard to imagine, isn't it? 25 straight wins. And to this point, no team has found a way to stop them. None.
Well, it's really unbelievable. Had a 10-game win streak with the Magic as a head coach, and I'm trying to imagine more than doubling that kind of a run. It's really unthinkable, the amount of consistent good fortune and effort that it takes to do something like this.
The Warriors have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for them to start off this game. They set the pick. Lets a floater go. Rebound by the Nuggets. On the wing, Mitchell. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move. to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
Now here's Edwards. Game against Oklahoma City, very impressive. Bridges passes to Edwards. Here's Knipple. Sinks the three-pointer.
Well, you can't start the game much better than this. 4 of 5 from the field.
Mitchell outside. The Nuggets moving the ball around. And it's Gordon missing. Warriors leading by 5. Here's the screen. It's deflected. Now, here's Jokic. You talk about a player who can absolutely light it up. He averages over 31 points a game. On the wing, Mitchell. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. Mitchell's got 5 points so far.
Well, what else is new? Jokic orchestrating the best passing big man to ever play the sport.
And the pass there floated it up to the precise spot it needed to be.
And no messing around on the finish. He powers it through. The Nuggets trail by 4. Mitchell outside. Driving to the basket. Watson for 3. And again, Denver with the triple.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Pass to Knipple. Back to Edwards. There's the lob. The Bridges hammers the alley-oop through.
Good anticipation from this crafty wingman. Bridges enjoys taking chances and going for the alley-oop.
Now, here's Mitchell. He's got 5. Outside Gordon. There's the triple. Sinks the triple. Gordon's got a couple of threes now in the first for Denver.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look.
Pass to McBride. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And it's Watson with the ball for Denver. Last time they faced off, it was right here at home where they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, in this game, they'll want to approach things a little differently, I think. Got blown out last time due to being a little too aggressive on the defensive side.
Yeah, look, those careless fouls will drive a coach nuts. You've got to be disciplined and tied together to have success.
Now, here's Jokic. He's coming off a 40-point game against the Lakers.
Well, and he was also doing a great job feeding his teammates, racking up the assists. So important to team chemistry.
Stan, you know, you think about the release point on Jokic's outside shot. It is tough to get to.
Yeah, Kevin, it certainly is. And the problem is if you start to come out of your stance to try to get to that shot, Jokic will just pull the ball down and beat you on the drive.
The shot by Mitchell, no good. Warriors have gone 6 of 10 from the field in this ball game. Pass to Knipple. Three-pointer. Drains it from beyond the arc. Knipple's got his second bucket of the night.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only. Way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
So David Adelman's decided to call a timeout here. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. Different look here for the Warriors. To the middle. And the ball out of play. The Warriors will inbound. Now let's take a moment to see the teams that lead the league in field goal percentage. The Warriors, number 1.
Just tremendously disciplined offensively, always looking for the best possible shot. That's how they've gotten that field goal percentage to skyrocket.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Najee's checked in.
And off to an incredible start here early from long range.
Sanders passes to Roddy. Ayton against Jokic. Wade, right side. The Nuggets with another miss. Warriors leading by 6. Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Thanks. I caught up with the Nuggets head coach. I asked him about what could tip the balance in their favor tonight, and he said, quote, when Kristaps Porzingis is operating at a high level, it opens up their entire offense. The key for us is to keep Porzingis from having a major impact. If we can do that, it'll be our game to win. Kevin, back to you.
Okay, Allie, thank you. Here's Najee after the made shot from Edwards, and a wide open look for Sanders. The Nuggets with another miss. Edwards looking it over, lets it go from deep, and another 3 for Golden State.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Wade outside. Pass to Jokic. They need this. That's good from Wade on the assist by Jokic.
Yeah, and when you're hit, you gotta hit back.
A bit of a duel going on between them. Came down the floor looking for immediate payback.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Here's Jokic. Without a basket. From deep three-point land, that shot off the mark.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
Yeah, it's one of those heat check shots, and heat check is a synonym for bad shot.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They're shooting the ball so well in this one, a great performance from the field. We'll get right back to the action when we... And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for the Warriors?
Well, their game plan has been very effective so far. They're working the ball inside, putting constant pressure on the defense.
And they've also been effective from beyond the arc tonight. And if that continues, guys, it can really open up the rest of their offense.
We've got Wade. Sanders is out there with Peyton Watson. And it's Nikola Jokic. And it's Roddy in at the 4 spot. That's the group on the floor for Denver. Khalil Ware's checked in for Porzingis. Stan, when you have these back-to-back games, it must force you to alter your approach a little.
Well, Kevin, you got to manage minutes more carefully to not burn guys out. But really, if you can get the first one, it takes a little pressure off the back end.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
Roddy no good. Warriors leading by 10. Pick by Bridges. Here's Edwards. Out to the right wing. Here's Knipple. Off target from outside.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
And Sanders kicks to Wade. Pass to Jokic. Shoots over Bridges. No good off the back of the rim. Golden State's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Good on the shot.
Yeah, and despite his size, Young is never intimidated taking it off the dribble.
Inside. And Watson slams it in.
And there's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Yeah, but also credit the offense there. That's making a play when you really need it, and they need more of those.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Here's Watson, and it's good. 2 points. Watson's got 4 this quarter. And so it's Young who brings it up for Golden State. They want to keep rolling here following the win against the Thunder.
And a lot of that was game plan, putting guys in a position to succeed, particularly on the offensive end.
And that was the kind of win a coach takes pride in. You lay out the strategy, and the players execute perfectly.
And Watson slams it in.
Moving the ball for the highest percentage look.
It's Young on the wing over Sanders, and Young with the basket on the assist from Edwards. Edwards got assist number 9 now. Wow, what an effort here tonight. And Stan, you think about the skill level of Trae Young. What makes him, in your opinion, such a tough cover?
Well, I think the best thing about Trae Young, Kevin, is as much of a scorer he is, he's even better as a passer. And so it's hard to commit a second defender to Trae Young all the time because he will find the open people and create great shots for his team.
Sanders against Young. Out to Wade for the 3. Here's Jokic. Jokic doing the job inside.
Yeah, Jokic, one of the league leaders in offensive rebounding throughout his career.
Here's Edwards. And finished off by Edwards.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. Sanders passes to Jokic. Here's Roddy. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. Warriors leading by 12. Edwards with it. He's got 15. Fires from deep. Slides through for his 7th basket in 11 tries.
My goodness, what a move there to lose the defender. Got him on his heels, and then he made it look easy from there on in.
Jokic finds Watson. Back to Jokic. Denver passing it around. Watson's shot is good. Watson's got 9 points now in the quarter.
You know, if you're only looking at the way he's played offensively, you'd think his team would have the lead.
Both teams changing it up here. Golden State's gone 7 of 11 from deep tonight, using the three-pointer to their advantage. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Thanks. Well, MP in their last game against the Thunder really lit up the floor. He scored 45 points, and he was dealing assists all around. His numbers from that game jump off the stat sheet. He was just superb. Guys, let's see if he can do it again.
Hey, Allie, thanks for the great report. It'll be interesting to see, Greg, how much of that performance carries over to tonight.
And, Kevin, different scenarios call for different measures. I'm sure he'll just try to provide whatever they need for the win.
Well, I'm sure he's coming in with a lot of confidence after last game. He wants to have a repeat performance here tonight.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
That cuts the lead to single digits. Wade's got 6.
Yeah, they've gotten into a nice flow this quarter.
Outside Edwards.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Launches it. And the Warriors, another 3.
And what a huge performance for him. I mean, he drained 3 three-pointers in that first quarter, and he's got 2 more here in the second.
Christie the pass to Jokic. Over Ayton. And it's Jokic missing.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, and yet we still see it a lot. It's a tough thing to police.
Pass to Christie. Back to Mitchell. Bounce pass Gordon. Here's Jokic. And it's Denver scoring again.
Jokic has every shot.
And here's Anderson. He'll bring it up for the Golden State Warriors. They host the 76ers after this game. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. Porzingis with a screen on Christie. Pass to Santos. Shot clock at 6. Lets it go with a 3. It's hauled in by Gordon. The Nuggets trail by 10. Jokic kicks to Gordon. We've got 33 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Christie finds Mitchell. Buries the long-range jumper. Mitchell's got 8.
Well, the defense was a little soft. He felt free to take that shot.
Now with 21 points in the game. In the corner, Henderson with it. Wade, right side. To the paint. Here's Jokic. Some solid defense from 8. And so that's the end of the first half. Warriors lead by 7. And we'll get going after this from Ball Arena.
47.
Thanks for stopping by, y'all. First up,
It's a good opportunity for them to gain some momentum. On paper, they should win the lion's share of these matchups.
well, and turning our attention to the first half, a positive start for the Warriors.
The key stat here is rebounding.
Thanks for spending halftime.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. You look at MP and this. Game, guys, he has been everywhere.
Well, with a double-double in hand through 2 quarters, you can just imagine what his stat line will look like at the end of this one.
Well, he's already put in a full day's work. They might want to lighten the load on him in the second half.
And on the floor for Steve Kerr as we get into the second half. We've got Khalil Ware. Edwards is out there with Miles McBride. And it's Knipple, and it's Bridges in at the 4 slot. Here's McBride. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Here's Christie. And a miss there on the triple. And here's Edwards. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen. And now we've got a chance to check out multiple seasons of assist numbers. And what has been the trend for Trae Young?
His assist numbers have been on the downturn here in recent years. And frankly, it's made him easier to guard. Opposing defenses aren't as concerned with taking away his passing lanes. And I think he needs to refocus on creating for his teammates.
Jokic finds Christie. And he drives in. You often hear that the skill level in the league has never been higher, Greg. And some say this is the peak of the game. What do you think?
And I'll tell you this, Kevin, I'm not complaining. If the league can improve upon this, the sky is really the limit.
The Warriors leading. Bridges a screen on Christie. Over to the wing. Here's Knipple. That's in, coming off the assist from Edwards. Edwards got assist number 11 for him here tonight. Mitchell feeling it out a bit. Here's Jokic. Christie has the open look. Connects from three-point range. Christie's got 8.
Hey, even when he's got position near the hoop, Jokic is still looking to set up a teammate for an open shot.
Right wing. Knipple wide open, and he fires. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Pass to Watson for the tie. A putback, and it's blocked. And so it looks like Denver will retain possession here. And so here's Denver. Since the second half started, they've only given up 3 points, 5 to shoot. Here's Christie. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. Golden State's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Now let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Thanks. Nikola Jokic is a family man through and through. He said, quote, basketball is not the main thing in my life. It probably never will be. And to be honest, I like it because I have something more at home. Something that's more important than basketball. Back over to you guys.
Some good perspective. Thanks so much, Allie, for the report. And that replay showed just how forceful that block was.
And in a close game, blocks like that are so clutch, and that could be a real difference maker here tonight.
So David Adelman decided to call a timeout here. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Back to Mitchell. Pass to Jokic for the lead. The Warriors pull it in. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. They set the pick. Here's Edwards. Gets the 14-footer to fall. Edwards got 20. Points.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. Thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep running sets for him.
Pass to Jokic. Shoots over Ware. The Nuggets with another miss.
Familiar results for him. He can't get anything to go.
Here's Edwards. Good from the moment it left his hand. That makes him 10 for 14.
Keep getting him the ball. He's been a huge part of this offense.
Now, here's Mitchell. 8 points for him. Jokic with it to the inside. Here's Gordon. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That's on Miles Bridges.
Well, Gordon's showing him the ball.
Substitution on the court.
Now Sanders, Wade outside. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. Watson surveying the D. 6 to shoot. Gobert double team. Body the pass to Wade. Here's Sanders. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Edwards got 5 rebounds tonight. Sanders is out there with Peyton Watson. Then there's Wade. And it's Rudy Gobert. And it's Roddy in at the 4-man position. That's the group in the game for the Nuggets. Back to Wade from the arc. The Warriors pull it in. Ware's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. left side, Edwards. Gobert pulls it in.
I mean, come on. That's a shot you expect him to make.
Here's Watson. Gobert down low. He's defended by Ware. Gobert, no good.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
Left side, Edwards. Fades away. Edwards with another miss.
Yeah, you expect him to make those. Good look. Just couldn't find the mark.
Wade kicks to Sanders. Left tray. And Ware pulls it down. Ware's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Pass to Knippel. Kept alive. Back to Edwards. Bridges passes to Edwards. Beyond the arc. Edwards with another miss.
Well, you can tell he's forcing things a bit at the moment. He's been trying to get it going, but this hasn't been his quarter.
Wade dishes to Sanders. Here's Roddy. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
And that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
Yeah, there's no excuse for giving that up. That's the absolute last thing you want to have.
Jokic, he's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Golden State's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the 4th. There's the lob to Bridges. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. The Nuggets trail by 4. Sanders passes to Jokic. Goes up the baseline. And Watson with the basket on the assist by Jokic. Jokic has got 6 assists here tonight.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Yeah, he got a good look, and he calmly delivered for them. That's what you like to see.
For 3, Edwards. And it's Denver with the rebound.
Well, he had a great first half from three-point range, but hasn't quite gotten his touchback since the break.
And really, after trailing the entire game, they've got to be feeling good about evening things up.
Yeah, guys, they've shown a ton of character in making this comeback. Now they've got to finish the job.
Pass to Edwards. Fires for 3. And it's Denver with the rebound. Sanders has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
He is really scuffling this quarter offensively. Perhaps a little frustration setting in.
Down low, it's tipped. Bridges with the steal. In the corner, Knippel with it. That's in, coming off the assist from Edwards. 18 points for Knippel. And we've got a timeout from David Adelman. And clearly an important juncture. He's going to have some choice words with his team. Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear what the Nuggets head coach was saying to his team. Coach telling their team, this is a tight one. We need full effort defensively. 1 or 2 stops, and we will win this game. A coach preaching defense, a familiar tune.
Great work as always, Allie. Thank you. Christie against Edwards. Oh, what a play inside.
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space. And that great replay brought to us by the AT&T Connected Cam. Mitchell outside. And trying for the go-ahead basket. Doesn't go in. The Warriors leading. Bridges a screen on Christie. McBride on the wing. Covered by Mitchell. 6 on the shot clock. Edwards fires. And it misses. The Nuggets have gone 6 of 11 since the start of the 4th quarter. Parachutes in for the alley-oop slam.
Staying calm, cool, and collecting. Big basket for Gordon.
Knueppel with it. Outside Edwards. Nine feet out. Can't get it.
And it's still a rare sight to see rebound numbers like the ones he's had tonight.
Well, it's all due to his energy and effort, as well as how well he's been able to get ideal positioning on the glass.
It, and it doesn't go.
Yeah, and he seems to have lost his rhythm all of a sudden. This has not been his quarter.
That is world class.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coach just breathed a huge sigh of relief.
Edwards, outside Bridges, stolen by Gordon.
Oh, a fantastic passer at his position. Gordon stays alert and ready to pass to an open teammate.
And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. The magnitude at this juncture in the game clearly warranting a timeout. Trae Young, he's checked in for Miles McBride. Edwards, and down goes the three.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
The big-time possession here.
Yeah, and their hearts must be going 100 miles an hour right now.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. Now Christie. Nikola Jokic. That's in there. And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. Pivotal moment in this game. He's not taking any chances. He'll call time. What do you think we're going to see coming out of this timeout?
And it's do or die time. They need a bucket here to stay alive.
Yeah.
And good. There's another.
He's incredible. He just keeps raising his level night in and night out.
Yeah. Zeroing in on 5th place for total points in a single season. And so David Adelman calls the timeout. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here. Mitchell fires and did the 3. And regulation now complete. We will go to overtime. And we'll get... Glad to have you with us as we get going in overtime. Neither team giving an inch in this one. Inside for him, it's Gordon and Jokic. Mitchell is out there with Christie. And it's Watson in at the 3, the small forward. Edwards against Christie. And the shot goes in.
I mean, he is tearing the defense apart, and let's face it, they have not brought their A game on that side of the ball.
Here's Mitchell. Outside Gordon, beyond the arc. Rebounded by Edwards.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Bridges a screen on Mitchell. Edwards flies in.
He got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open. The Nuggets trail by 4. Mitchell outside. Lets it go. Connects with the chain. And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent.
Let's give it up for your Denver Nuggets dancer.
And here's Young. He'll bring it up for Golden State. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Bridges a screen on Christie. Young outside. Fires the three. Jokic pulls it down.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Just 5 to shoot. Can't get it to go. The Warriors have gone 2 of 3 from the floor as we've gotten this overtime period underway. Let's lose a three. Knocks down the three.
And you can tell he's looking for his shot. He just believes in it.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc. Well, when you need a bucket, run the offense through Jokic.
Warriors leading by 3. Just under 2.5 minutes passed here in this overtime. And again, another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Nice use of the glass.
Such a cool customer. Jokic with some big points.
They set the screen. Hands off.
Well, that's part of his role. With great size, they rely on him to help control the ball.
Christie with the screen on Young. Now Jokic. 7-foot shot.
All around, a big man to contend with. Jokic making the defender think twice on the contact.
And Jokic drops them both.
Yeah, he's a guy you want at the line. And clearly not affected by the moment.
Outside Edwards. Young outside. Shoots the three. Knocks down the three.
Coming up big in the clutch. Trae Young lives for these moments.
And we've got a timeout from David Adelman. This is a huge moment, folks, in this game. And he wants to be prepared. Jokic inside. He's defended by Ware. Outside, Christie. Poked away. Outside, Jokic. Clock at 6. For three. The three goes down.
Teammates benefit so much from playing with Jokic. He draws all the attention, then sets you up for the score.
And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
They lead by 1, and he commits the intentional foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul. Shooting for Golden State.
And the first of 2, no good. Heartbreaker.
At the line for 2.
So he comes up empty at the line. And so David Adelman calls the timeout. No doubt he is feeling the importance of this moment right now. Guys, what are their best options now?
This is where great coaching can pay dividends.
Well, they'll likely only get one shot at this. They need to make it count.
Stolen. And there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here.
Second personal foul.
It's the first, and that will put them up by 2.
At the line for the Warriors.
And he cannot convert on the second. That misses. Mitchell. No good from 3. So it's a narrow victory for the Warriors, pulling out the W. They had to scrape and claw to push it to overtime, but they really came on in the extra period.
What a ride. I mean, I thought it might end in regulation, but you know what? They came...
that makes sense. Our system is much longer and represents more of a contribution you expect.
You don't know. Okay, Brian, but I also think that there's more time between games and NBA. Part of the camera. I gotta look at the high pressure moments like corny.
I'm just starting a question. Not everyone gets in, so we don't have enough data to make that any more important than we do now. Yeah, a couple points. That's more than a couple.
Birthday's coming up.
Think you're looking for a cake? Because I've been posting cake photos on Saturday and Sunday. Finally getting excited for my daughter's dance recital.
Oh my god.
There are still seats available for upcoming games. Please go to the nearest ticket booth to get yours today.
Folks, don't forget about our bobblehead giveaway day. Come to the game with your family and get a free $5 bobblehead. And folks, make sure to be here for backpack day. Bring the kids, they'll get a free Warrior backpack. And
And a peek into the locker room. Players soaking in the last few moments before the game. Some final preparations here. And welcome to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. Brian Jefferson and Grant Hill, and our reporter, Allie LaForce. A lot of the talk coming in focused on the backcourts, Richard. Both teams have outstanding guard play.
And that means we should see some creative offense. I love skill play at any position, but it's often the guards that will leave you speechless.
Shot clock at 2. Shot is good by Edwards.
This team looks to him to score the ball. They feel good when he's taking the shots.
On the court for Orlando. On the wing, it'll be Bane and Wagner. Banchero and Carter Jr. make up the front court. And it's Black in at the 1. Bane, no good. Now let's send it down to Allie, who has a report on MP.
Well, when you compare what MP and his team have accomplished so far, are very reminiscent of Isaiah Thomas and those bad boy Pistons. When I asked MP about it, he said, man, those guys had some grit. He appreciated the compliment, but said that there's still work to be done. He's all business.
All business indeed. Thanks for that, Allie. Steps back. 4-3. That doesn't go either for Bane. Outside Edwards. And that one's good. That makes him 2 for 3.
When you're trying to stop a guy like this, you have to match his intensity level.
Pass to Bane. Here's Banchero. Blocked! Outside Edwards. Where the screen. Here's Edwards. Plenty of space. Edwards can't get that one to fall.
Oh, man, that's tough. That's definitely one he'd like back. Almost too wide open.
Well, it's hard to stop a 6'10 wing who can handle and play through contact. And the Magic have 2 of them, Grant.
Yeah, the numbers remarkably similar for Paolo Banchero and Franz Wagner. Banchero is stronger and more of a rebounder, but both of them are stars. And the big fella with the skill level, showing a soft touch at the line.
Back to Edwards. From downtown, that's his 3rd basket in 5 shots. Solid work.
His accuracy is on another level this quarter. Really high-quality shooting.
Pass to Carter. Now Wagner. The 3 is up. Drills it from deep.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Here's Ware. Good. The assist goes to Edwards.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Magic trail by 5. Banchero outside. Orlando moving the ball around. Black outside. Picked by Carter. The 3 from Banchero. The rebound by Ware.
Just haven't found their offensive footing yet, only managing to sink 1 of their first 5 shots.
Here's Edwards. Pass to Ware. Right side McBride. And they get it back. Here's Edwards. It's down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Knipple, defended by Wagner. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Orlando making a switch here. Suggs is checked in. Magic trail by 5. To the paint. And he buries his first look.
And I like the shot selection. Suggs recognizes when to look to score inside.
Pass to Bridges. Edwards looking for an opening. The 3, and the 3-pointer goes. Edwards got 10.
He's putting them to the test this quarter, attacking every chance he gets.
Ooh, they pick off the pass. It's Bridges on the wing, and stolen by Banchero. Pass to Suggs, fires for 3. The rebound by Ware. The Warriors lead by 6. Outside Edwards. And here's Knipple from the arc. Rebound by the Magic. Their last encounter in Orlando.
If they want to beat these guys this time, they have to do better on the glass. That was their undoing.
And a lot of that begins with effort. Putting in the work and closing out possession should make this a much more contested game.
You love the show of force from Carter Jr. He's not messing around when he gets the ball down there.
Shakes him. And Edwards with the layup. He's got 12.
And he's 5 of 7, getting into a nice rhythm offensively.
Magic trail by 6. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Head coach Steve Kerr and I got a chance to talk for a bit. The talented Paolo Banchero came up early in the conversation, and he told me Paolo is basically a 6'10" point forward. That presents matchup issues. We'll have to put our best wing defender on him, and even he will need some help. Banchero has incredible skills for his size. That is what makes him so good. Back over to you, Brian.
Allie, thank you. Richardson's checked in for Bain. And as the end of the regular season draws closer, let's take a look at the latest power rankings. You look at the Pacers, they slipped a bit. Still in the top 10, though.
Well, right now for the Warriors, they're at the very top of the rankings. That gives a team so much confidence. Having that attitude means a lot with the playoffs coming up.
Edwards for 3. Sinks it from distance. Edwards has got 15.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
1:51 left to play in the first.
They're using his frame to set a big pick. Carter effectively disrupts the defense.
Hayden with a screen. And he's going for the oop here. Hammers the lob through.
What goes up, Ayton will throw down. They knew just when to pass him that ball.
Outside Richardson. Porzingis against Banchero. Suggs outside. Clock at 6. Pure from three-point range. 5 points in the game.
And not wasting any time here. Suggs is quick on the draw off the catch.
Outside Edwards. And the Warriors with another 3.
Oh, he's just waiting threes for them early.
46 seconds left in the first quarter. Wagner looking it over. Here's Carter, and it's slammed in by Carter.
I know it's early, but you have to wonder if these offenses can keep this up.
There will be some letdown at some point, but these teams, they are built to score.
And we've got a whistle. He was fouling with a purpose. And in that spot, in that situation, And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second.
And one move ahead of the defense. A solid pick.
And then the monster dunk to complete the play. Well done.
Well, great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate.
On the court for Orlando, they've got Anthony Black. Paolo Banchero is out there with Desmond Bain. Then it's Suggs. And it's Hall in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Pass to Banchero from outside the arc. Ooh, Banchero with the touch from deep.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Well, granted, 6'10", 250. Banchero is a guard in a big man's body.
Yeah, B.A., he has a great handle, which allows him to get wherever he wants on the floor. And the vision to create for his teammates, too. But if you put a smaller guy on him, he plays bully ball. The reverse slam, that was sweet.
Ah, the finesse on full display. Pass to Black. Right side Bain. And there's the screen. Let's go with a 3. The shot off that time.
He came out today planning to do as much damage from three-point range as possible. Well, it looks like it's time to change up the plan, guys.
To the left side wing. Where the screen. Shot clock at 5. Back to Edwards. Golden State needs to get off a shot. McBride can't get it to go. Magic leading by 7. Pass to Black. Back to Suggs. And it's good. Fought through contact. Hit the shot and will go to the lines. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Magic.
So far, they haven't had to force anything. They're swinging the ball around and turning good passing into points.
Man, they're just having their way, bullying the other team in the painted area, imposing their will down there whenever they want.
In this league, you've got to have moves and counter moves. Grant, your toolkit was pretty complete coming in.
Well, I tried to keep adding to it. It's like baseball. If they're struggling to hit your heater, that changeup will work even better.
Both shots good from the stripe. Orlando has gone 5 of 12 from three-point range tonight. Wagner outside. Back to Suggs. There's the triple. Another basket. He's now 6 for 7 in the contest.
Yeah, good to see Suggs bury the triple. This will only help with his confidence.
Here's Edwards. Soft touch off the glass. Edwards gotten 4 this quarter.
He's bringing a lot of energy to this offense, not letting the scoreboard discourage him right now.
He's going to keep putting up shots regardless of the score. That's the kind of player he is.
And with this break, we can see the teams that are wasting no time turning defense into offense. The fourth spot held by the Warriors.
These guys have been showing great anticipation defensively, and then they've been converting mistakes into points at the other end.
The Magic making a switch here. Shepard's checked in. Edwards against Richardson. Oh, stolen by Richardson. Here's Shepard going inside.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
We know mistakes lead to breaks. That's just textbook right there.
Pass to Knipple. Up top, Edwards. Bucket. He's now 9 for 11 after that one.
Credit the plays they're calling for him. Getting him right now some good shots.
Here's Shepard. Wagner outside. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
And Wagner is a very efficient scorer in the painted area.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Thanks. Well, MP in their last game against the Pelicans got the job done. He scored 28 points, and as we've come to expect, he contributed from the three-point line as well. And really, it's not so surprising to see him go off like that. He's a star in every sense of the word. Back to you.
Great report there, Allie. Well, that was an incredible night for him. They rode him to that win.
And he was more than happy to carry them, B.A. He might still be feeding off that performance heading into this one.
Oh, wow! What a jam! Incredible thunder finish!
I haven't seen anything like that in a minute.
Wow! How about that elevated look on the AT&T Connected Cam? Shoots from 14, and Orlando again with the bucket.
And he couldn't get an easier shot. The defense right now just looks defeated.
Yeah, you'd love to see a little bit more fire on defense. Shoot, any fire on defense. They can't just be giving the game away.
And an emphatic jam on the lob.
The pass, the catch, the slam. What a clean play.
Man, absolutely jaw-dropping. Richardson for 3. The rebound by Ware. Ware's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Ware, the screen. Here's Edwards. And MP throws it down hard.
Oh, I love this guy. Even when they're trailing, he works hard to put on a show.
Hey, that might be just what they need right now. Pass to Banchero. And Orlando again with the bucket.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
Jalen Suggs has been leading the charge for Orlando, helping them space the floor. 2 triples in that quarter. 3 for the game. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break.
Hello, everybody. So they've got some firepower coming off that bench, man. and not just complimentary scorers. We're talking about
All right, guys, let's talk about our players of. Appreciate you joining us. It's